So every year, the Guilford Education Alliance sponsors this program. I heard about this, I got to try it out. It's called Principal for a Day. It allowed me to pick the brain of a local principal and walk in their shoes for a while. So I had a sit down with Northern Guilford Middle School Principal Karen Ellis and to chat a little bit about how we're going to catch our kids up after the pandemic. It was fascinating what they're dealing with. Take a look.
So we're going to go into some quick breakout sessions because relationships matter for students and adults.
So let's talk about accelerated learning, because that year, obviously, is it inevitable that it puts kids behind? And if so, how do you fix that?
I think the difficulty with the pandemic in terms of learning was that students didn't necessarily get behind as much as they just didn't move forward at the same rate that they had always been learning. So we've really focused on accelerated learning, and not to move faster or to skip ahead, but just to keep moving forward. It's so important for students learning not to stop.
I'm Eric Chilton with WFMY News 2.
And he's here with me, Karen Ellis, at Northern Guilford Middle School, and we're looking forward to being able to highlight the great things of Northern and Guilford County schools today.
To me, it seems like that's not a fix in a year, right? It would probably take 2 or 3 to get, because that's a gradual increase, I guess.
Right. So to focus on the students' learning, to get them back on track and to make sure that they're prepared for the next course, the next year, is to have lots of conversations with teachers. What did our students experience last year? What did they need to experience this year, because we need to get them ready for the following years? So it's going to be a long process.
Emotionally, and I know middle school is kind of the time when people are becoming people, right? And emotionally, how did that year affect kids, and what do we do to fix that?
I believe students not being in school really impacted how they got along with each other, how much time they were spending by themselves. So for our students, it's been really important to teach them how to talk with one another again, how to get out in front of a screen, put the phones down and have a conversation with the person beside of you, and just learning how to be in community, how to have a partner conversation, and that it's okay. It's okay and it's needed to be able to talk to each other. So just having fun and recognizing that students are going to be heard, but we also need them to be comfortable talking.
So it's interesting in talking with her, and that's just a portion of our chat. One of the things she said is she loves teaching middle school, which God bless her, because that is a hard age to get into. But she said, I love this because this is the time when they're starting to develop who they are. It's the very beginnings of what you're deciding. And she said, and they have to navigate some rough roads. So that on top of the pandemic that set everybody back a little bit, because it's been difficult, but she's starting to see that progress.
You know, our teachers do so much, and the pandemic definitely brought that to the forefront. For you, how was it like walking in those shoes today? What was your biggest takeaway from this?
So it was interesting. We did, we did some serious stuff and talked with her, and then later you'll see us. We have some fun as well. But to watch how the kids react when she's beside me walking down the hall, and she knew, I would say 60% of their names. Oh. That's a school with nearly 800 students.
Wow.
She's very connected.
I see, and I just recently got a newfound appreciation for principals. I didn't really know my whole life really what they did. I just thought they were the boss of the school. But I recently learned that they also hire every single teacher that works at that school. I mean, you lose 15, 20 teachers in a year. They're responsible for hiring all those people. I mean, even just that, I was like, wow, that's impressive.
I'm the daughter of a principal, and my mom actually helped to open a school from the ground up. So getting the furniture in, the technology, hiring the teachers from scratch. So it took a whole year for her to get all that together.
Wow, thank goodness we had those people, because they make a big difference in our lives and our children's lives.